Prices have come down a little more, but number of sales have gone up. If you want to know what's happening with the Durham Region real estate market, then you'll want to keep watching. I'm going to give you all of the numbers and tell you exactly what we saw in July 2025. My name is Vilija Truelove. I'm a local Durham Region real estate agent. If you're looking to make a move in the Durham Region, you can schedule a consultation through my calendar link, which is in the description below, or just give me a call, send me a text or an email. All of my contact information is down below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos. And at the same time, you can go ahead and download my free Durham Region guide. Now let's get into the numbers. So we had 852 sales last month, an increase from the 817 sales in June. When we compare things to a year ago, we had 779 sales in July 2024. So we're up quite a bit compared to last July. It's normal to see a drop in sales in July and August. A lot of people take a break, summer vacation. So to see this number go up is actually quite promising. We had another 2,058 new listings come to the market in July. So a drop in new listings from the 2,282 we had in June. Comparing again to last July, we had 2,023 come up in July 2024. So 35 more new listings compared to this time last year. Now active listings, which is how many properties we have available for sale at the end of the month. We ended the month with 2,813 active listings. This is a decrease from the 2,925 active listings at the end of last month. This month's number is still quite high, but because we had a few more sales and fewer new homes come up, we saw that number go down. And this is the first time we're seeing a decrease in this number. It's been trending up all year. Again, when we compare things to last year, we are still up a lot from the 2,281 active listings we had in July 2024. Now, looking at terminated and expired listings, because I know a lot of you are seeing listings come on the market and come back off without that sold sign going up. So when a property is taken off the market that hasn't sold, it could be because the listing has expired or the seller has terminated the listing. We had 1,111 terminated listings in the Durham region in July. So same as the last few months, we had more properties taken off the market than we had sales. But last month, we saw 1,168 terminated listings. So this number has also gone down a little bit. And comparing things to last year, we had 1,004 terminated listings in July 2024. So 107 more terminated listings than we had last year. Expired listings, so listings that came to the end of their contract without selling, we had 176. Next, we can look at months of inventory and sales to new listing ratio to try to determine what kind of market we're in. Months of inventory tells us the number of months it would take to completely sell the homes that are currently listed for sale based on the area's current rate of sales, and also assuming that no new listings come on the market. June, we were at 3.6 months. July, we were at 3.3 months. Anything under 3 to 4 months of inventory is typically considered a seller's market. 4 to 6 is usually a balanced market. So we're still in that balanced market area on that number. Sales to new listings ratio, which is the ratio between the number of new homes sold and the number of new listings entering the market, was at 35.8% for June and went up to 41.4% in July. The lower we go, the more into a buyer's market we get. Usually between 40 and 60% is considered a balanced market. Less than 40% is considered a buyer's market. So both of these numbers are actually suggesting that the market balanced out just a little bit in July. Again, thanks to a few more buyers being willing to come off of the sidelines. Now, prices. The average sale price in Durham for all home types was $885,259. This is another slight decrease from last month's average of $891,662. So we're down an average of $6,403. Looking at specific areas in the Durham region, again, for all home types, Pickering saw a decrease of $41,716. Ajax saw a decrease of $44,464. Whitby saw an increase of $35,022. Oshawa decreased $28,118. And Clarington increased an average of $32,440. We can also look at the median price to get a good idea of what prices are doing. I like to do that because it doesn't take the extreme high and low sales into account, which can sometimes skew things. So the median price in June was $840,000. July, it went down to $820,000. Now, again, comparing this to a year ago, in July 2024, we had an average price of $915,636,000. So we're down an average of $30,377 from last year. We saw a 99% sale to list price ratio. This is the first time this number has fallen below 100% this year. So homes are still selling for close to their asking price, but we aren't seeing as many offer dates. More sellers seem to be choosing the strategy to price where they feel the value lies and then take their offers anytime. We had an average of 25 days on the market for the homes that did sell, and listing days on market, which takes into account if a home has been listed multiple times, was at 39. So it's taking a little bit longer than it was. Also typical for the summer months, but less than a month on average. It's not what I would consider to be an unreasonable time to sell a home. So what do all of these numbers mean if you're thinking of buying, selling, or just keeping an eye on the market? We're continuing to see signs that the market is finding a bit more balance. Sales are up slightly, inventory has dipped for the first time in a while, and fewer homes were taken off the market in July. All small shifts, but ones that suggest more buyers might be starting to step back in. That said, prices did come down again, and some areas saw bigger drops than others did. So overall, the trend is still soft, but a little less sharply so than earlier this year. If you're a buyer, this is the kind of market that can work in your favor. There's more inventory to choose from, less competition, and more room to negotiate. For buyers in the under $700,000 range especially, there are more options now than we've seen in really recent years. And while prices may continue to dip slightly, trying to time the exact bottom is almost impossible. We usually only know we've hit it after the fact. If you're ready financially and planning to stay put for a while, this could be a great opportunity to find the right home without the bidding wars and the pressure that we've seen in the hotter markets. If you're a seller, it's important to be strategic. Homes are still selling, but the ones that show well and are priced right are the ones that are moving. With more listings on the market, buyers are being selective. So presentation and pricing matter more than ever. The sale to list price ratio dipping below 100% tells us buyers aren't necessarily rushing in with over asking offers like they were even earlier this year. You've got to meet the market where it's at. For move-up buyers, this could actually be a sweet spot. Yes, your current home may not sell for as much as it would have a year ago, but your next home will also cost you less. And because higher priced homes tend to see greater long-term appreciation, making that move now could put you in a stronger equity position in the future. And if you're just watching from the sidelines as a homeowner, this isn't a market to panic about. Yes, prices have softened compared to last year, but they're still holding relatively strong considering the level of inventory. Durham has always been a desirable place to live, and long-term homeowners still have plenty of equity gains to feel confident about. If you'd like to talk about the top strategies and come up with a game plan for buying and selling in this market, don't forget you can book a consultation at the link in my bio or just send me a text or an email. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates like this in the future. I'll see you in the next video.